There we go. Hey y'all. My guitar always sounds out of tune, man. No matter what. A tuner will say it's in tune and it still sounds weird to me. Hello, that art girl 27. Thank you. Haley Howard. Hi, can't believe I'm the first one here. Well, we're usually a small party here. And someone disliked it on YouTube. Thanks, buddy. Lizzie is here, says hello. Lily says hi from South Africa again. Hello, it's so cool. Yeah. It's like the first time I've worn my hair down in a long time, and I just put it up in this little extra half up, half down deal. Because I have to get my hair cut. I need to get it to like here again. Ugh. Anyway. So what's going on, y'all? Your hair looks amazing. Thank you. I have this annoying poof right here as well that I did that's kind of like old school Snooki. I kind of like to not have it poofed, but Mom is always like, poof it! And I'm like, okay. My hair's, this is like kind of my natural hair. I didn't like do really anything to it, so it's just kind of, it's like kind of curly, but not. It's just kind of like there. So what's going on? Nothing? Sometimes I'm just like, why don't I just not even use my guitar strap, honestly? Taylor is here over on YouNow and gave 400 likes. What? Thank you. So I said I want to hear Paramore. Is that really that whole song? It can't be. There we go. One other chord in there. I didn't think that song was whatever, but for all I know, the best is over and the worst is yet to come. Is it enough to keep on hoping when the rest have given up? And there you go. I too say I told you so, but they have to say they told me so. I too say I told you so, but they have to say they told me. Hi, what music are you currently listening to? It looks so like frizzy right there, shining in the light. It's so brown though. Like what the heck? Like I never noticed like my hair's like light brown. I mean dark brown, but it looks so freaking light brown right now. Let's see. What am I currently listening to? Well, ugh. I've been on a Hairspray binge again. Yeah. I also have it on CD. The CD was right over there. I could have just picked that up, but I like the vinyl. I'm so happy to have this. I think they put it out last year to be ready for this year, because this year is the 10-year anniversary, so they were like, for the 10-year anniversary, we're putting it out on vinyl. Yay! And I'm so happy to have it. It's so nice. Ah! Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I'm like obsessed with this musical and the movie, specifically the movie. So yeah, I'm also seriously contemplating getting a Ultra Clutch hairspray can tattoo. I think I told you guys that before. But yeah, because I was going to do that for my next video just before I do other ones. I just wanted to kind of put up a Hairspray one because it's 10 years and because I think the song is relevant to all of the crap going on in the world. So, oh my god, please cover more of Paramore. It's so good. Thank you, Jade. Matt LeBlanc, something 40978 is here. Are you Joey? Matt LeBlanc from Friends? Or is that your real name? You must get that all the time if that's your real name. And if it is, I am so sorry because I know how it is. I know how it is when everyone calls me Britney Spears. So that is terrible of me to have done that. I just realized I don't have my necklace on. What the heck? I never not wear my necklace. Well, except when I sleep, which I guess I just forgot to put it on this morning. There we go. Everyone calls me Taylor Swift. That's from Taylor. Yeah, I know the feeling. How do y'all feel about her new song, as well as that whole ticket drama that's going on with that? You guys know about that? Because I just heard about it and I was like, yo, like, if I was a big Taylor Swift fan and I really wanted to go see her, I could pretty much completely write off any hope of getting to see her in concert because of the way they're doing this new ticket thing. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but basically, they're doing the whole verified fan thing, to, you know, to stop scalpers, so they say. But even with the verified fan thing that they've been doing so far, there's still been, scalpers, because I think Harry Styles did the verified fan thing, and still a million scalpers were able to get his tickets. I'm pretty sure the Boston show, it says it's sold out, but it's really not. There's like 50, 100 tickets or something like that on StubHub for like $500 that obviously no one is going to buy, so it's not actually sold out, which is like, yikes. But so yeah, so what that verified fan thing is you pre-register, and then when it's like 24 hours or something like that, or a few hours before tickets go on sale, you will be sent a code, and then you type in the code, and then you get your verified fan tickets. And so that's one thing, you know. But she's doing the same thing, but in addition to that, it sounds very creepy and it sounds very brainwashy. There's a video that they put out and it's like, you know what it's like. We've all been there buying tickets. It's so like scary, like when you're racing against the bots. Well, guess what? Like Taylor only wants you at her shows, just the real fans that, you know, actually want to be there. So in order to do this, you can do a lot of cool, fun games while you wait to buy tickets. And you know what the games are? Buying merch, buying the album 13 times, like tweeting out to buy her album, like all this stuff. And it's really ridiculous because what it does is that you have to do that, basically, if you want a good chance at getting tickets. So this isn't even like, this is like before tickets go on sale. You have to be like doing this every day or something, you know, buying as much merch as you can, buying multiple copies of the album, all of this stuff to get your status in the ticket line higher than everyone else's. So then when tickets do go on sale, you'll have priority because you're a true fan that bought like her entire web store to get there. And that's what's ridiculous, because after you already buy all that merch, all that stuff to get priority for the ticket, you still have to buy the ticket. Apparently. So you're buying all this stuff, you get your chance to get the tickets, and then you have to buy the ticket, which you know is going to be like probably over $100. So basically, so I've seen people being like, okay, so basically only my rich fans can see me, because I guess, you know, if you don't buy merch or anything like that, you obviously are not top priority to get tickets, and your chance is really low to basically, you just might not get tickets at all. So that's just absolutely ridiculous. I was like, yeah, I know that scalpers are a thing and they've always been a thing, but I mean, we've been buying tickets the same way for like years. Like, why can't we all just do it the way we've been doing it? And if you miss it, you miss it. There it is. Like, you know what I mean? This like just makes people feel bad. Like, you know what I mean? There's going to be kids out there who are going to be like, Mom, let me buy like everything on Taylor's web store so that I can see her. Like, you know what I mean? And the family's going to like go poor just so they can get a better chance at getting these tickets. Like, it just seems so messed up. Like, cause I heard about it, but then I didn't like know all the logistics. So then I read an article about it. And then I watched the ticket video that's like telling you all about that, and it just sounds so slimy. Like the woman's voice narrating it as well, she's like, we only want you there, her real fans. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, this sounds really, really next level. Like, ooh. And it's like, wow, you're real fans. Yeah. Hey fans, buy all my stuff and then maybe you'll get a chance to come to my show. I don't know, man. That just seems weird to me. Like I do not understand that. But I mean, I just wish it was the good old ways, you know, just sign in there, just go and wait at 10 a.m. Try your best to get that ticket, you know, and sometimes it's not as complicated as you think, because I don't know if I told you guys this story before, but when Fall Out Boy came back off hiatus, and they did their small club tour, they came here to House of Blues, and I was like, well, I have to see them. Their first tour back, House of Blues, a tiny club, like, I gotta be there. Obviously, the rest of the world was thinking the same thing. So I woke up at like 6 a.m. at my computer, refreshing constantly, you know, waiting for 10 a.m. to buy these tickets. And I was right there at 10 a.m., pressed buy. I had my ticket ready to go. And what I always do is I take a screenshot just in case something happens, like they'll know that I had my ticket there waiting for me. I took the screenshot and then I pressed next or whatever, and then suddenly I was so close to checkout, and it was refreshing after I pressed the next button, and it said, "Sorry, an error occurred." And I was like, what? And I lost my ticket. I went back to the home to try to get a new ticket. Sold out. And I said, are you freaking kidding? You know what I mean? I just couldn't handle that I literally had the tickets right there. I saw them, 2 general admission tickets for however much, you know, checking out, error. I was like, are you kidding me? That was just messed up. So I was like crying. I was so upset. So I emailed House of Blues directly, and I sent them a screenshot of how I had my tickets there. And I'm so upset. Blah, blah, blah. Like, this is totally ridiculous. It's not my fault. There was an error. And know what they did? They literally called me. And she was just like, oh, hey, yeah, we still have tickets. Like, do you want me to just buy you 2 GAs for you? Like, do you want me to, like, just give me your credit card and I'll do it for you? I was like, are you kidding? Like, so that's the thing. Like, sometimes if it says sold out, it's not really sold out. Like, they still had, like, a bunch of tickets there. And she was like, yeah, I could easily just get you 2 GA if you just give me your credit card. I was like, okay, then. So then it was fine. But yeah, always take those screenshots, guys, because that's what I was able to do, was send them that proof to be like, look, I had this in my hands, basically. So yeah, then they were like, oh yeah, it's fine. I was like, wow. How do you feel about the song, though, Taylor's? Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, trying to be diplomatic, but I mean, not really. Like, I listened to it and I was it was a little cringy. I mean, can we be real here? I mean, I was like, what is happening? And then, of course, it gets to the bridge and I said, like, I literally, I actually died laughing. Like, not out loud because I was listening to it, you know, in bed. And I was listening, and then it got to that part with, the real Taylor can't come into the phone right now. Why? Oh, because she's dead. I literally was like, what is happening? Like, I literally was just so... honestly, like, when it happened, I felt like a mixture of, wow, that was cringy, and wow, that was hilarious, and wow, I'm scared. Like, I was genuinely scared. I was like, is she going, like, crazy person here? Like, that's... ooh. And just a lot of the lyrics, I was like, really? Like, more of this? Like, I have a list of names, like... But then what was worse is and yours is in red underlined. I'm like, is she, like, really going crazy right now? Like, this is, like, it's next level, like, payback vibes, you know? I'm just kind of like, really? We're doing this again? But, like, next level? Oh, the ice cream truck is here again, y'all. That Santa reference with the check it twice. I know, I was like, why? Oh, they changed their song. It sounded like the ice cream truck was dying. Did you hear that? Oh my god, it was one song, but then they changed it and it went down to like a lower key and it sounded like go. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with the song, but you know it's probably going to be a hit. And I bet you everyone is going to buy all her merch for that ticket thing. And I guess that was the one thing that people are upset about, is that the buying the album multiple times as well is like artificially inflating album sales, which is, you know... So that's, you know, part of it. And it's just like, it's like, why? It's like, I know, you know, trying to get away from scalpers is one thing, because, you know, scalpers aren't gonna waste their time buying all this merch. But at the same time, it's just kind of, I don't know, the idea of making your fans do all that, especially when you're Taylor Swift and you're literally like a bazillionaire. I don't know. Be right back, getting Starbucks. Okay. Someone just said Pete Wentz, though. Is that just a subject change? Or did he do something? How's your album going? Alright, so this is another thing. So, it's gonna be fine. But like I think I told you guys this before, the studio I'm working with is really busy and they had other campaigns that they were running, so I'm not the only campaign that they were doing, so their schedule has filled up, well, a lot, not totally full. So my pre-production that we're going to be starting for the album, which is, you know, meeting up in the studio, working out the parts, like exactly how we want it to sound, you know, trying to come up with exactly if I need to bring in another musician to like play a guitar solo or something else, like work out all that. I'll work out all those logistics. So those sessions are scheduled for early September. And so, yeah, so like in 2 weeks or so. And then after that, recording should be starting late September and going into October. So it's going to be a little longer than I thought, which I'm a little upset about. But, you know, then I talked to the producer in the studio and they were like, well, a lot of like, you know, big professional albums take like a year to record, you know, so you know, hopefully it's not that long, but it's seeming like it probably won't even be out until 2018, like January, February, which is a little much. I was hoping to get it out at least by the end of this year, or, you know, I was hoping like October, November, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So I'm sorry about that, but that's just how it had to be with their schedule and everything, so I was really upset when I started realizing that, but hopefully it'll all work out fine and it'll sound good, and yeah, because that's the most important thing, you know, want it to sound good and you know, at least get it out there for you guys, and you know, but then for me it was like a whole life thing, because I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm 24, I have to get this album out ASAP, like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be coming out when I'm already gonna be closer to 25 than I am to now. But whatever, it's just, it just feels like time is running out. Like, I know 25 is so young, but it just feels like I'm getting so much older and time is just going by so fast, and just like the idea of just waiting around for schedule time and all of this to, you know, just to get it done is just kind of stressing me out, but oh well. I guess this is just the way it's gotta be, so this guy cannot make up his mind. He has just changed the ice cream truck song like 4 times. I'm gonna put on my other light here because the sun keeps going up and down. I probably didn't do anything, but I feel like there's hair right here that I probably should have put. Oh, wait, that is the hair in the ponytail. Oops. But yeah, so I'm obviously excited for the, you know, the album and everything to be done, but it's just, I'm just so about waiting around. I just want to get it done, get it out there. Because that was like the whole reason I decided to do the campaign, was because to me it seemed like, you know, we'd do the campaign, as soon as the campaign was over, we'd go right into the studio. But it seems like, you know, I wasn't considering scheduling and that other people are working at the studio as well. So, yeah. But what else was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say that I took, just speaking of life feeling like it's going by so fast, I took a bogus life expectancy test. I don't, well, who knows? It might be legit. And you know, you just like answer questions about yourself and your health and your current age and stuff like that. And it told me I was gonna die at like in my 70s. And I literally was like, no, my plan was to live to 100. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, no, no, no. Obviously, I can't listen to an internet quiz. But still, I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I was not preparing for that. And then I just, you know, then it gets me doing the math. So then I was like, you know, broke up my calculator and I was like 70 whatever minus 24. And then it came out to me only having like 55 years left on Earth. And I was like, yo, I gotta get it going. I gotta get it going right now. I gotta get this career going. I gotta get that marriage going. Gotta get that baby. Gotta get my life going here. Oh God, you know? Like, dang. I do not want to die in my 70s. Like, that's how old my grandmother is right now. And my grandfather died, like, right as he hit 70. Like, I think he died, like, 2 months after his 70th birthday, I think. Because his birthday was in December and he died in February. So, yeah. That's just so young to me. Like, so young. Especially because my grandfather was a very young 70. So, you know, it's just, I don't like that. I just don't like that idea that, like, the normal life expectancy for Americans has just gone down again. Like, well, I mean, when back in the day, didn't people die, like, in their 30s and 40s and stuff? I feel like early times, people were dying, like, in their 40s, like, so, you know, in contrast to then, it's definitely gone up. But I feel like, but you know what? You never know. You can't believe a test. You know, everyone's life is different. So who knows? I could live to be 110 if I get my life on track and start eating healthier, because I eat kind of bad. But I mean, I try to mix it up, okay? Like, you know, I do maybe have a little too much pizza. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of junk food, like chips and popcorn and fries that I cook in oil, which is definitely not good, with a lot of salt and butter. Yeah, I love salt and butter, which is probably really bad for me in my heart. What else? Like, yeah, like spicy foods. But then to counteract that, I eat a lot of healthy things too. Like, I eat my hummus. I like my garlic. That's apparently good for your heart. I have my fruit smoothie with protein and everything. I have, what else do I eat that's good? Just some good old pasta, which is probably not good because that's like carbs or something, right? Yeah, so I mean, my diet's all over the place, so, yeah. Um, but yeah, but then, like, I guess, like, the test put in, like, a bunch of other factors, like, you know, the fact that I have depression and bipolar 2. That contributes into my lifespan, and I'm just like, I don't want to think about this. You know? Ugh. Unlike most people, I want to live alone with no kids or marriage, and I want to die alone. Oh, that's Lila Barrett. Barrett? Harete? I probably just pronounced your name a billion wrong ways, but well, I mean, yeah, I mean, well, that's up to everyone how you want to go. Um, I don't know. I just want to make sure that I reproduce, I guess, and just make sure I leave behind something like that, you know, and obviously put out albums and, you know, leave a mark in that way. Um, yeah. I mean, that's all you can really do, right? Just kind of hope that you leave behind some stuff, you know, especially if you're in a career like that, you know, where you are kind of putting yourself out there. Um, you know, you can only hope that people will enjoy what, you know, you're releasing and, you know, keep your spirit alive. But I kind of want to, like, I want to know that I'm dying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know we're all technically dying right now. Sorry, that was a loud clap. But I like, if it gets to that point, like, I want to know. And I want to have some time, and I want to accept it, and I want to move on. Because I always feel bad. Like, I think about people that, like, die in their sleep and stuff, and it's like, that kind of sucks. Like, you just go to sleep, and you just don't wake up, you have no idea that you just died or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. LOL, that's me. I will cut up an apple and then melt chocolate and dip the apples in the chocolate. And I'm like, well, it's kind of healthy. Basically. Or like chocolate covered strawberries. Oh, so good. Love hummus with some pita bread and a splash of olive oil. Yummy. Wow, I can't spell. Don't worry, I can still totally make that out. Pita bread. And Yumi. Yeah, I was obsessed with hummus. Like, when I was on The Voice, out at the hotel they had us at, they had this restaurant as attached to the hotel, and I lived at that restaurant because they had the greatest hummus and pita I've ever had in my life, and I have not been able to recreate that magic. Like, I literally would fly back to California just to eat this again. It was so good. And when the last time I was there recently in like November, I was so mad at myself because I was like, oh my God, I'm finally back in California. And I forgot to like ask my friend that lives out there. We were driving around all the time. I was like, we should have gone to that hotel, is what I was thinking, was like the whole time on my way home. But yeah, oh God, it was so good. I literally had it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which was kind of terrible because it was the only thing I ate. I went to bed, and the only thing I was thinking of was waking up the next day to have more hummus. Like, that's how good it was. I was absolutely addicted. Ugh. I can't eat Nutella because I have 20 allergies. Oh. I can't eat hummus because it has chickpeas and sesame. Oh. Oh, but hummus is so good. But it depends, though. There are different brands, and some brands, like Sabra, I think is one big brand. Ooh, I don't like Sabra. It smells like cat food, honestly. So, yeah, I don't, I don't, like, I used to have it because that was, like, the big brand that was, like, at every store, and I was like, well, I guess that's, like, the hummus brand to get, so I used to eat it, but at a certain point, I got, like, a really bad batch, and I was like, oh, like, it was just so bad, and it was, like, it wasn't creamy, it was, like, kind of hard and lumpy, and it smelled like cat food, and I was like, I'm done with Sabra, I am done. So I would use Joseph's and what's the other one? Tribe I think is another brand that's kind of okay. But yeah, Joseph's. Oh, Cedars. Cedars is the one that I really like. Cedars original hummus. Nice and creamy. And I also add some cumin. I think that's what you call it, because I think they put that spice on it in California, and it was so good. You consider yourself a foodie? Is that like someone that like is really into food, or like someone that just eats a lot? I don't really know. But I definitely eat a lot. Yeah. I definitely eat a lot, but I'm not like a food expert. You know, I don't know. I should probably pay more attention to the food I actually put into my body. But I eat a lot. Yeah. Which is me, which I really must have a fast metabolism, because I try to gain weight, like, honestly, like, I kind of want to gain a little bit more weight, because there was one point where I was just, like, a little fuller in the face, and I would go back and see some pictures like that on Facebook, and I'm like, dang, like, I got way skinny, but I don't know how, like, because I eat, like, all the time. But I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of annoying, actually, because sometimes I think I look, like, too skinny. I don't know. But I feel like later in life it's all going to catch up to me. I think I said this before, and I'm just going to, like, turn into a Goodyear blimp. Like, that's literally just going to happen, like, when I hit 40. Like, it's all just going to catch up to me. Let's see. How's your Carl video going? Yeah, I think it's on, like, an indefinite break, just because it's not that I don't have the time to finish it, it's just that I haven't, like, I have to get, like, the surge of motivation to do it, and I haven't had that lately. Yeah. I have to get back into my Spider-Man phase, and probably when it gets closer to The Walking Dead coming back, I'll probably get my, energy back for it. But at the same time, I feel like if I make it now, there will probably be like way better scenes coming up in season 8 that I'll wish that I was able to include. So I don't know, but I thought it would be nice to have it up before season 8, but who knows. I'm gonna list all my allergies. Number 1, eggs. Number 2, all nuts. Every single one? No! Even peanuts? That's so sad. And eggs. Well, I hate eggs anyway, so... But eggs are kind of in everything. How do you get a flu shot? Because doesn't the flu shot have egg in it? Just T is back. Hello. There's a new person, 2 new people watching on YouNow, I think. It's Joey Cooper. Hello. Yeah, so chickpeas is 3, and 4, if I eat too much sesame seeds. 5, any animal that grooms itself. So like every animal? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, so you're like allergic to like dogs, cats. I don't do vaccines. Oh boy. Well, hey, you know what? Didn't people live like that back in the day and everyone was fine? Oh wait, no. People died in their 40s and that back then. Whoops, we were just talking about that. But no, there were plenty of people that lived into their old age without having any sort of vaccine put in their body. I don't like that, actually, because I'm just kind of like, what are you actually doing? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you actually putting into my bloodstream right now? You know? A little scary to think about. That kind of sounded like Um, that Young Vane song. She was acting pretty, thought she owned the city. Someone should have told her that pretty ain't a job. Now she begs for money, no one calls her honey. And she bothers shoppers in the parking lot. Gets her karma with the cash. It's all one chord. Forget superstition by wearing it backwards. She lives into bears and sleeps with my cats. And I'm not dead yet, haha. Well, you do you. I hope you live forever. Lizzie, you gotta go, but see you next week. Bye! My lemon juice in my water. Which is like kind of strong sometimes. I don't even put that much. But it makes me feel a little healthier. I mean, I know water is healthy, right? On its own, sort of. You need water to live. So yeah, any requests for the last 20 minutes here? Lemon juice is hot. H-A-W-T. My lip just got like stuck on my gum. I was like, made like an ugly face. Yeah, so I don't know, any requests or anything like that? Are you watching the VMAs tonight? Probably not, which is weird because I usually watch it every year ever. But my mom, I guess Game of Thrones is on tonight, and Mom wants to watch that. I sounded like Miranda. My mom wants to watch that. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, and like the list of the performers and stuff isn't like that interesting to me. It's like a lot of all the same people that you see a million times throughout the year on a bunch of different award shows, so I don't know, but usually, I mean, sometimes there is something, you know, wild that happens at the VMAs every year that, you know, you want to, but you want to be able to witness live. But I miss when the VMAs, like, when I was growing up. I mean, I know people probably miss them from before when I was growing up, like in the 80s and 90s. When did they start, actually? When was the very first VMA? There's got to be a Wikipedia for this. Video Music Awards. Ah! My nail broke. I just painted them. Let's see. It started... when? 1984? 1984. The first Video Music Awards were in 1984, and Madonna performed her hit Like a Virgin. Wow, so that was at the very first one? Dang. That's kind of iconic. Wow. Wow, okay, so yeah, people probably miss those days. I wasn't even alive for that, and I kind of miss that. Like, you know, it was like, don't mind me filing my nail, guys. Ah. You know, like, it was a spectacle. Like, it was a big thing. It was like, can't miss TV, you know? And then into the 90s as well, there were so many things, you know. Everyone remembers Lil' Kim in that boob outfit that she wore, and just like the fashions that everyone would show up in. Like you just had to watch the red carpet, and then, you know, just the show itself just always felt like a big event, you know. It has stopped feeling like that as the years have gone by. I don't know if that's just me getting older, but no, because MTV isn't geared towards like kids, it's geared towards like young adults, right? So I don't know. But um but yeah, I remember, I mean, it's not too long ago obviously, but like 2005, 2006. I think 2006 was the year that Fall Out Boy introduced Panic for the first time, and Pete wore a cape and had a monkey with him. And Panic performed I Write Sins Not Tragedies. It was their very first American television appearance, I believe. It was not a very good performance, but I VHS recorded it and I watched it over and over. It was like so exciting. Um, you know, it's like it's not like it doesn't feel that way anymore. And it might also be because I think it's because the only way you could see it again is like if MTV would re-air it. You know what I mean? Like, um, there wasn't really on demand like that, you know? So I know they usually always do the encore presentation right after it's done, but like I would always have to go to bed, you know? So if I didn't watch it live, then I would have to catch it again like later in the week or something when it's on TV again, or that was it. Like, I think these days everyone just thinks, oh, well, if anything big happened, I can read about it, I can watch a video on YouTube about it, you know, whatever, it's not that serious. You know, the award shows are going to be on demand the next day, or I'll just DVR it, you know what I mean? Like, we have all these other options now that just kind of make it feel like it's not, can't miss TV, like you have to watch it, like, live. I don't know, because that's the way it was. You know, if I would have never been able to watch Panic's performance again and again and again had I not recorded it on a VHS tape. Today, the performance will be uploaded to YouTube in a matter of hours, sometimes minutes. You know, so it's it's different, but yeah. Um, let's see. Kind of bad news. My birthday is kind of bad news. Where is it? Kind of bad news. My birthday is tomorrow, but we are going to dinner today, so I might not be able to join this video. Aw, it's okay. You also gave 100 likes. Thank you. And okay, bye. I don't know if you saw the comment, but anyway, kissy face. I saw. Thank you for being here, and happy birthday. Woo! You see how people are clowning Taylor Swift's new video. What does that mean? Is that like some new slang that I am out of the loop with? I don't understand. Like, I am so clowning definition. Urban Dictionary. Make fun of, make light. I feel like that's not the definition. Make fun of, make an absolute fool of. That seems like the main definition. Being not serious, behaving like a clown. So, do you mean like making fun of her song? making fun of. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I mean, when you're gonna speak like that on the bridge, I mean, you're kind of setting yourself up for that. I still can't believe that. Why? Oh, because she's dead. I was like, oh boy, I feel like it really does feel like a moment there. I was like, wow, what is happening? Social media has drained the magic out of live performances. It has, and then also because you're not like in the moment anymore. Like I'm guilty of this as well. Everyone is like on their phones trying to come up with a really witty thing to say about the performance, and or you know, people just trashing the performance, people praising the performance. Just everyone's so in their phones and on social media during these moments that they're not like, I don't know, it just like takes you out of it. Like I said, it's like it doesn't make it feel like a big event that you can't peel your eyes away from. Because that's how it always used to feel. I mean, it used to be like the biggest night of the year for me. Like, forget all the other award shows, you know, Kids' Choice, forget it. But I used to watch that too. I mean, me and my mom will still watch Kids' Choice. Teen Choice, forget it. Oh my God, we watched the Teen Choice Awards this year. Again, we only DVR'd it. We didn't watch it live. Because again, I saw it and I said, we don't need to watch this live. Just record it, you know? That's just the way it is now. But yeah, so just a few days ago, we finally watched the DVR recording. We were freaking shocked. We were just like, what? Like, there was like nothing. There was like nothing good about the Teen Choice Awards. Like, we were just like, oh, wow. We fast forwarded through so much stuff. We were like, is this really what teens have to work with these days? Like, really? Like, I don't know, man, but there was just like not much substance there. Like, wow. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, but the VMAs used to be everything. But not only that, but it was because when I watched the VMAs, like, everyone was represented. You know what I mean? Like, every genre was aired on air. Not during the award, not during the pre-show, not tweeted out. That's what's so annoying, like, you know what I mean? Like, usually every year, Best Rock now, for like the last few years, is given out during the red carpet, or they just tweet about it. Like, oh, Best Rock went to this person. Like, are you kidding? Like, there was a time where rock dominated, and that was only like 10 years ago. Like 2005 VMAs or something like that. Green Day freaking swept the VMAs. I mean, they wiped the floor. They won like every single award, which was crazy, you know. That's when I was into the VMAs. I was like, yes, because it was like, you know, there were awards for every category, you know, but they just happened to win like so many of them. But, you know, in everywhere there was a lot of, you know, the nominees were diverse. You know, the categories were diverse, and they were all aired. You know, just the ones that they didn't air were maybe, you know, like, you know, best editing, best sound, best, you know, treatment and stuff like that, that, you know, those are the ones that would be given off air. But for the most part, I always remembered like every award getting its time, and yeah, and it was interesting. But like now it just feels like every category, it's like the same few people that are nominated all the time, you know? And then, yeah, I don't know. And then remember the year that everyone went crazy because Lorde was nominated and I think won for Best Rock Album or something for Pure Heroine, and everyone was like, since when is that a rock album? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's like how far we've fallen with like just you know, with genres not being represented anymore. You know, it's like, oh, there's like literally no rock anymore, so let's give it to Lorde. Like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, wow. And then even the rock bands don't really sound rock anymore. Like, I think a year or two ago, right, Fall Out Boy won Best Rock for Uma Thurman, and I was like, I mean, it's more rock than other stuff, but I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Here we go. I did a post on my Tumblr a while ago, where I literally put screenshots of all the awards Green Day won in 2005. Video Music Awards 2005, because they still have, well, when I made this post a year ago, they still had all this information on the website for like past VMAs. You could see who won. So Video of the Year went to Green Day for Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and they were up against Coldplay, Snoop Dogg featuring Pharrell, Gwen Stefani, and Kanye West. Best Group Video went to Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. They were up against Black Eyed Peas, Destiny's Child featuring T.I. and Lil Wayne, The Killers, and U2. Best Rock Video went to Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. They were up against Foo Fighters, The Killers, My Chemical Romance, and Weezer. Like, you don't see anyone like this nominated anymore. Viewer's Choice even went to Green Day for American Idiot. And they were up against Kelly Clarkson, My Chemical Romance, Shakira, and Snoop Dogg featuring Pharrell. They won Best Editing as well, up against Coldplay, Foo Fighters, J-Lo, Simple Plan, and Gwen Stefani. Again, for the most part, all these people are still around, though. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get some new people in the mix. Best Direction, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Up against Jennifer Lopez, Missy Elliott featuring Ciara, U2, and The White Stripes. Like, you don't see anyone like this nominated anymore, like, as far as these bands go. Again, Best Cinematography was Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, up against Coldplay, Modest Mouse, Simple Plan, U2, and The White Stripes. Yeah, so they literally swept the VMAs in 2005. But yeah, but it's just the fact that it's like, so many other bands were nominated, like, that just doesn't exist, and they not only were the bands nominated, but they sounded like bands. Like, you know what I mean? They were putting out like rock sounding music. You know, now even the rock bands are putting out pop sounding music. So it's just like, it's just different, man. I don't know, but it was just so crazy. I remember, I think there were actually clips of that year on YouTube, and it's just so funny because you have My Chemical Romance in the audience, you know, still alive as a band. You have Fall Out Boy on stage. You have Green Day in the audience about to win something. Like, you don't see that anymore. And that was just like 10 years ago. Like, God. But yeah. I don't know. I talk too much, y'all. Hip-hop is now the biggest selling music genre. It used to be rock. We are in different times. I know. It's like, I know yeah, I mean, things go back and forth, whatever, but I miss the early 2000s when rock was king. But at the same time, it was like the pop-punky stuff was king. That was my time to shine, man. That was my era. But yeah, I don't know. I think, but at the same time, I feel like hip hop has always been extremely, you know, prevalent. Like even back then, like you saw, there was Snoop and Pharrell was still doing his thing. You know, like I feel like all this stuff was like always around, but I just feel like it was more of a melting pot in the early 2000s as opposed to now. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was more, like, rock was included. There was pop. Like, a lot of the times there was, like, actual country artists in the mix. There was, like, dance music in the mix. There was, you know, whatever. Especially the 90s was, like, every spectrum of music you had. You know what I mean? You had the Spice Girls and Nirvana were popular at like the same time. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's how vast your choices were for music back then. And you know, and everything was represented on radio as well. You know, today you turn on the radio and it's the same 10 songs every hour. Every hour. Like, if you leave the radio on for an hour, by the time it's to another hour or even another 30 minutes, you will hear the same exact songs and you're just like, didn't they just play this? But yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I miss, like, when the top 30 countdown or top 40 countdown was just like every genre, and it was fun to listen to because you didn't know what was going to be next, you know. But now it's just like, and next is The Weeknd, and next is whoever else, and who's the other guy? Drake, and Rihanna, and Beyonce, and who are the other ones that are just always, always talked about? I can't think right now, but you get the idea. It's like always the same few people for the last few years now, that are just always nominated, always played, always, just always. That's why I'm just like, I don't need to watch the VMAs. Like what was the synopsis? I remember we read the synopsis and we were just like, we don't need to watch this. Like, okay, but they still have Best Rock. So let's see who's nominated. Oh! Well, it's a little better this year, but either way. So Best Rock is Coldplay, but we all know Coldplay sounds a little bit, you know, a little lightweight today, but I mean, they always kind of were. They're nominated. Fall Out Boy is nominated for Young and Menace, which I don't think should be under rock. That should be under, like, hip-hoppy dubstep experimental. 21 Pilots is up for Heavy Dirty Soul, which I guess that's alright. And then Green Day is up for Bang Bang and Foo Fighters. So that's not too bad, but again, interesting to see the same bands. See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. It's the same bands that were nominated 10 years ago. Like, I read you guys the nominations. They were Coldplay, Green Day, Foo Fighters, and yeah. And, like, that was it. And obviously Fall Out Boy were nominated for some things in, like, 2006, 2007. But it's all the same people from 10, 9, 8 years ago, except for 21 Pilots. Which is crazy. Like, do we really have no new bands, like, that are gonna be nominated 10 years later? And that's what I mean about how it's always the same people. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna see Dave Grohl, like, make an appearance, because he just always does. Yeah, like, we're just gonna see Coldplay again, as we always do, and, you know, I hope Green Day wins. That'll be funny, if they still can sweep at the VMAs 10 years later. Will sweep their one award that they're nominated for. There's a song called Broccoli. Wow, okay. So yeah, Best Pop, Shawn Mendes, Ed Sheeran, Fifth Harmony, Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus. You know what I mean? It's all these names you're so used to hearing all the time, you know. I hope Harry wins. Just gonna say it. Best Collaboration, Charlie Puth and Selena Gomez, DJ Khaled and Rihanna, Lil Yachty, The Chainsmokers and Halsey, Zayn and Taylor Swift, Calvin Harris and Pharrell, who was nominated 10 years ago for stuff. It's just crazy. Artist of the Year, Bruno Mars, Kendrick Lamar, Ed Sheeran, Ariana Grande, Lorde, and The Weeknd. You know what I mean? It's just, that's why, like, we just, like, read the synopsis and we were like, well, we see these people on the American Music Awards, on the whatever Music Awards, on whatever, you know what I mean? It's just like, we see them all the time, so it just kind of feels like, why do we need to watch them again on the VMAs? But, I mean, I guess the VMAs have, like, a different spirit to them, or at least they used to, which is why people still continue to tune in, because they kind of brand it on, you never know what could happen on the VMAs, like, iconic moments are made here, like, you know, so people still tune in, but yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of the same people up for, like, every category, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot of, options that I'm, like, interested in seeing the outcome of. I think that's basically it, you know? But I mean, I guess, you know, it's just habit at this point. You still watch, but I don't think we're gonna watch live. If we do, we're gonna, like, flip back and forth. But actually, no, because Mom's watching Game of Thrones and there's no commercials, so I guess not, but we'll probably catch the end half. But I bet you anything Best Rock is going to be announced. I bet you anything Best Rock is probably announced right now. Like, we probably already know who won Best Rock. Instagram data predicts the winners. Nominees and winners already? What? Well, anyway, I bet you by the red carpet, like when the red, and that's the other thing too. A lot of red carpets aren't even. What the heck? It's a commercial. A lot of red carpets aren't even aired on TV anymore. They're just like live streamed. And that ruins the fun as well, because it was always so much fun. Like, I used to make my popcorn. I used to sit and watch the red carpet and get so excited for the actual show. It's not like that anymore. But anyway, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. But that's usually how it goes during the red carpet. They're like, these awards happened. Best Rock went to this person and this thing, and that's it. It's like, oh. Because I think they like to make more room for performances now, so they just choose a lot of awards to not air, which is really kind of annoying because they're the Video Music Awards, not Video Music Performances or whatever, you know, so I don't know. It kind of makes me sad, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, I'm 8 minutes over time here. My voice is starting to go. But let's see. You see who's nominated for Best New Artist? I did not. Wait. Best New Artist 2017 VMAs. Didn't DNCE win last year? Wait, I just had it. People screaming outside, as always. Kendrick Lamar has the most nominations. Best New Artist. Khalid, is that how you say it? Kodak Black, SZA. Is it SZA or SZA? Young M.A., Julia Michaels, and Noah Cyrus. Is it bad that I've not heard of any of them except for Julia and Noah, as well as Khalid? I think I've heard people talk about him. But yeah. Crazy. This SZA looks cool though. She's like alternative R&B, it says, and neo soul. I dig that. Yeah, she seems cool then. At least she's doing like a cool style. Yeah, though. So we'll see what happens. I'm old. I remember when artists put 110% into their live performances. You don't see that anymore. No, yeah, that's true. But it's also like we've seen everything, it seems like. You know, so it's like when people put together a live performance, it's just like, what are you gonna do to wow us? You know what I mean? I feel like that's every performance. It's like, who can outshock the next person? But it's just like, we've been so shocked now for the last like 15 years that, you know, it'll take a lot to like make someone be like, whoa. I don't know. It's just kind of sad, but anyway, guys, yeah. It's always great talking to you. I always get off topic and talk about things forever, but it's fun to have these conversations. It's important too, especially as a musician, to talk about this stuff. Because, yeah, to a certain extent, some of it needs to change. And I'm excited to get my album out there, but it's just, how do you actually go about having it make an impact, you know? But we'll cross that bridge when it gets there. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go eat some terrible food. I'm gonna have some chicken fingers, some homemade honey mustard and fries, probably, which I shouldn't have, but I'm gonna have it anyway. Alright, guys. Alright, see you next week.